children fed up with their parents driving.
Dad, you're driving too fast!
4 parents who have slipped into bad habits.
They haven't knocked it down, they've smashed it up.
Just 6 days left to change their ways before facing the ultimate driving test and our examiner, Sandra. Last time we saw some dodgy braking from Molly and Reese.
Oh, we hit it!
Some precision stopping from a confident Jono. And another disappointing result for the team without a single pass so far.
Whoa! Oh.
Whilst one team celebrates an unbeaten pass record, another has to work hard to avoid another one of those nasty forfeits. The pressure's on, and the Driving Academy's about to get even tougher. It's stage 4 of Driving Academy. First rule of driving, never forget to fill up with petrol. Hey, Sandra. Welcome to Driving Academy, coming at you from the lovely St Athan in Wales. I'm Joe, and this is Sandra. We've got just 6 more days to get our parents driving safe again and get them back on track. You comfortable in there, Sandra? Yeah, shall we go? Coming up today. Distractions. Our Super Skills Challenge tests our teams to the limit.
Dad's got really annoying.
And beyond.
Gotta stop, or I'm gonna ask you to leave the car.
But can they hold it together and pass? Stay tuned to find out. But now it's time for the learner lesson. Each day at the Academy, we have been teaching our rookies a different element of road safety to pass on to their parents. And today, it's all about paying attention to everything around you. Although our rookies obviously can't drive on public roads, here at the Academy's top secret test centre, anything is possible. In charge of our learner lessons is elite driving instructor Vicky Lovell. With 24 years of instructing under her belt, she knows every angle of road safety. Throughout the lesson, Vicky has a set of dual controls, so our rookies are always safe. First to go is Reese, and let's hope he hasn't inherited his mum's lack of attention behind the wheel.
I'm always telling her off, when she's looking at herself in the mirror. I'm just saying, Mum, put your eyes on the road and stop checking your makeup.
With only 1 pass from the first 3 challenges, Mum needs to start paying attention. Today's lesson is all about observation. That's being aware of everything around you, road signs and potential hazards in the road ahead.
Good, what does that sign up there mean, Reese? Steer on the right-hand side, Reese.
Someone could be coming.
That's right. Some dummy could pull out of that side road without even looking. Look out, Reese!
What do you need to do? You need to... Oh.
Reese stops just before our reckless crash test dummy, but it took him a while to spot the danger.
So can you see how important it is to think about the signs and what might happen?
Yeah.
You never know when a crash test dummy might come flying out of a side road.
Let's hope Reese can pass this lesson on to his easily distracted mum.
My mum would have been doing her makeup, and then by the time she'd finished, she'd looked and she would have crashed into the side of the car.
Next in the driving seat is Molly. She's already been finding Driving Academy a little bit nerve-wracking.
Please slow down.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Overconfident dad Andy has already proved he doesn't pay much attention, especially with Molly distracting him.
Driving?
They've managed 2 passes so far, but if they're going to pass today, they'll need to start paying attention.
So what sign can you see?
The junction sign.
Oh, what else can you see?
A person.
Whoa, here comes our dummy.
That blooming scared me then.
That's what happens suddenly, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not funny.
I'm happy I did it well. I'm very proud of myself. I'm going to tell my dad to stop going so fast because you don't know what'll pop out.
Our third rookie is Jono, the most consistent young driver of the pack, who's helped the Blues pass all 3 challenges so far, despite nervy mum Michelle's driving style.
Hopefully the Driving Academy will boost the confidence again so we don't have another crash in the future.
So I've unfortunately had 2 accidents in the last 2 months, and I've had people come in at the back of me and at the side, so I'm always looking out for these things to happen again.
Today is all about keeping a lookout, so mum Michelle should be fine. But what about Jono?
What's that sign mean?
Junction on the right. I'll have to stop, won't I?
Wow! Cool as a cucumber.
Well done.
Finally, it's Manisha's turn. She's here with her dad to see if the Academy can help him improve his terrifying driving habits.
The worst bad habit I have is I'm impatient.
Whoa, Dad, you're driving too fast. Slow down.
What's the point of having rules if no one's going to obey them? The rules are there for a reason and everyone should obey them, including my dad.
Since coming to the academy, Cliff has slowed down, but now he's really slow, a little bit too cautious. The team has lost every challenge, so Manisha really needs to pay attention.
What does that sign mean?
And I can go straight, but I've got to make sure nobody comes in my way still.
And there they come, Manisha.
You clever girl, you stopped the car completely on your own.
That was surprising.
I was a bit curious when I saw that sign. I was like, something's going to happen. But I didn't realise that a car was going to come. It was scary.
Our rookies are learning to watch out at all times on the road. But can they keep their focus later on when some very strange passengers try everything they can to put them off?
Gotta stop, or I'm gonna ask you to leave the car.
Don't miss today's hilarious Super Skills Challenge. When it comes to paying attention, Mr. Crash is useless. This dummy just can't stop crashing because when he's behind the wheel, he always gets distracted. The question is, though, what's going to distract him today? He's left his box of tissues on the passenger seat, there's a mobile phone, and down near the handbrake, there's some sunglasses. Very cool, Mr. C. First, our teams get a quick look around and try and work out which of today's potential distractions will cause Mr. C to crash. This isn't for points, so why don't you play along too?
Ah, a box of tissues.
Good spot, Andy. Those tissues may seem harmless, but anything laying around loose in a car could be a possible hazard.
Phone.
Well pointed out, Reese. A mobile phone could be fatal. Whenever you're driving, never be tempted to take a call or write a text.
Got to be something else.
Let's look from the other side.
You're right, there is something else, but I'm not sure anyone spotted our sunglasses that could fly anywhere. OK, I better go and check and see if the road ahead is clear. Oh, look who's left all this out-of-date fruit and veg shit in here. This could cause a crash. Talking of crashes, where's Mr. C? Well, it's a lovely little fruit stand. I hope Mr. C can keep his eyes on it. Otherwise, this could be a fruit smoothie time. A small distraction is all it takes when this dummy is driving, and remember, there are 3 of those in this car. There's a box of tissues, his mobile phone, and of course those snazzy sunglasses. This is your last chance at home to guess which one of these will cause today's crash. Off he goes. He's getting up to quite a speed there, Mr. C. Hang on, what's he doing? No! He's being a right old dummy and he's taking a call on his mobile. Watch out, Mr. C! Did you guess right at home? Mr. C was trying to use his phone. Mr. C, that's a real no-no. You must never use a phone whilst driving. Mr. C is a fully trained stunt driver. All these crashes were performed by experts. Don't be a dummy. Don't try this at home. Our dummies cause utter mayhem in our Super Skills Challenge in just a few minutes' time. But first, before you can even get near a car, you need to learn the rules of the road. They're called the Highway Code, and our teams have been studying furiously for the next part of the show, the Highway Quiz. Right, today's Highway Quiz is called Instruction Construction. And it's all about those road signs that you may see whilst out and about on the road that tell you what you can and can't do. I want you to construct me 5 signs from the shapes and symbols in front of you. You need to get 3 out of 5 of these right to win this, the Highway Quiz badge. Ooh, indeed. First sign I want you to construct is a no entry sign. Away you go. For the no entry sign, our teams need a red background with a white dash across the centre. See this sign anywhere and don't even think about heading down that way. It looks like most of our teams have this one in the bag. OK, teams, let's see how we all got on. This is what a no entry sign should look like.
Yes. Well done.
Molly and Andy, what happened? Red on red, when are you going to see that? Well, maybe catch up next time. You ready for the next one? I would like you to construct me a no overtaking sign. No overtaking sign. What we're looking for here is a red car next to a black car in a white circle. See this and don't even think about overtaking because it's too dangerous. It looks like Sarah can't make up her mind. But Michelle and Cliff both seem pretty chuffed with hers. And this is what it should have looked like. Oh, got some cheers, got some groans. Let's have a little look. John and Michelle, very, very close. Just got the wrong background, unfortunately. Manisha and Cliff, the cars are just the wrong way round. Molly and Andy, I'm not even going to go there. Reese and Sarah, get in there! You got it right, congratulations. The kids up next. I'd like you to construct me a sign that says School Crossing Patrol. A School Crossing Patrol sign. We've all seen this one. It's the sign that you see a lollipop lady or gent holding outside the school. But will our teams get all the important symbols and colours in the right place? Remember, the teams need to get 3 out of 5 signs correct. So these next 2 questions are going to be critical if anyone's going to pass. This is what it should have looked like.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, let's have a little look, eh? So, Molly and Michelle, totally wrong. Manisha and Cliff, I can't give it to you. I'm really, really sorry. Molly and Andy and Sarah and Reese, you both done the same thing. It was wrong. So, unfortunately, you all failed. Now, I want you to construct me a sign that says no stopping. The sign for no stopping is often seen on major roads. It's a big red cross with a red circle and, most importantly, a blue background. So, what do you think? Think you done well?
Yes.
Yeah? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're so close. I mean, the cross theme was there. Again, it's just the background. You got the background wrong. So, you ready, kids? The next sign I want you to construct for me is a no motor vehicle sign. Away you go. This is the final sign. The teams need 3 out of 5 to pass. For this one, we're looking for the teams to place a car and a motorbike symbol in a white circle. Right, this is what the sign should have looked like. Yes! And so, Jono and Michelle, wrong background, and you've stuck a lorry in, unfortunately. That's 1 out of 5 for the Blues. Manisha and Cliff, spot on. Well done. That's right, Manisha and Cliff, but only 2 out of 5 overall. Molly and Andy. I'm just going to move on. Wrong. Orange score 0. The Greens need this to be the only team to pass. Sarah and Reese, unfortunately, you've got it wrong. You was very close. So that's disappointing. 2 out of 5 for Reese and Sarah. No one's passed for 2 days running. So, guys, tonight, I need you to get your noses in them books and start revising, yeah? Taxi! The moment has finally arrived. It's time for our super-sized, super skills challenge, Taxi Driver, where our teams have to show that they can think straight whilst avoiding distraction when on the road. This is a test of the parents' and kids' observation skills. The teams will be driving a taxi around this tricky course while they try to spot as many of the 25 signs as possible. At the end of the course, they'll have to repeat the names of the signs to Sandra. They'll need to remember at least 7 to pass. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, there's a twist. They'll have to really pay attention because some of the signs are not real. And along the way, they'll have to drive around obstacles and pick up 3 of the most distracting dummies at the academy. Our teams are going to have to stay cool, calm and collected and remember their signs if they're going to impress the lady that counts, the examiner. The Driving Academy's chief examiner's word is final. If Sandra says foul, there's no arguing, because what Sandra doesn't know about road safety isn't worth knowing.
Driving with distraction is dangerous, so as a passenger, be responsible, don't distract the driver.
The teams better beware. It's the parents to start us off. OK, teams, go and pick my passengers up and look after them. The first passenger is Freddie the football fan. This guy can get very distracting. I'm not sure our teams are ready for this.
Could you put your belt on, please? Thank you very much.
Cliff has actually insisted he puts his seatbelt on first thing.
Oh, see, we might be getting through to him after all.
So.
Interesting, Cliff's taking no nonsense today. While our dummy makes a right nuisance of himself in the back, our parents have to try to reverse out of the starting bay and pass the table of drinks. But they should be paying attention to the first road signs. This is a challenge to test their observation skills, so they'll need to be paying attention.
All right.
Dad, don't get distracted.
I'm not.
You are.
Sorry.
You see, this is interesting because Andy's concentration and his reversing is usually OK. Now, what do we think is putting him off?
Molly. Oh, sorry, I mean the football supporter. In the super skills, distraction has been a big problem for the orange team. So if they're not careful with their behaviour, they could easily fail this academy. Andy makes it, but have they spotted the no buses sign?
He's making a lot of distraction, Manisha.
Can you please stop?
Can you please stop? Not disturb me, I'm reversing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You know, he's actually managed to silence that football supporter.
Well done, Cliff. Passengers are your responsibility when they're in the car. Now you just have to concentrate on the signs and getting past the drinks table.
Do not distract me. Gotta stop, or I'm gonna ask you to leave the car.
Oh, good on you, Cliff.
Right, out you get. Out you get. Get out of the car.
Oh, fantastic. Well done, Cliff.
He's definitely upset my crash test dummy, hasn't he? The purple team means business today. They've failed all 3 of their super skills so far, and it looks like they might have had enough.
We're hoping to pass this time.
No, we're gonna pass today,
Yeah.
aren't we? We're really gonna pass today, and we're gonna win.
Should be much easier concentrating now without that dummy. But will timid driver Michelle also take control in her car?
Oh!
There goes the trail of drinks.
Are we surprised? She doesn't like reversing in the best of times, and she's got the worst of times going on in that car.
That shows how difficult it is to concentrate with all that racket going on in the back. Now remember, the challenge is all about awareness of what's going on around you. There are signs everywhere, so our teams have to stay calm and try to remember them. Easier said than done. Sarah and Reese are starting to pick out a few signs.
What's that one? Danger tractors. What's this one? No overtaking.
It's mayhem in the car, but they're keeping it together. I'll take it back. Sarah's slipping into her bad habits again and checking her hair in the mirror, and Reese is in stitches. Concentrate, guys. How are Andy and Molly doing?
So this one you've got no overtaking.
So I've got...
You've got parking.
Put it down.
Picking out a few signs, but remember, they need to get 7 to pass. Blue team now, and I don't even think they're looking at the signs. Michelle's like a rabbit in the headlights. This is total chaos. Oh, it's very pleasant in the purple car. Much better without those dummies distracting him.
Priority for vehicles.
And loads of time to spot those signs.
No
Clear
stopping.
way, no stopping.
We've got a giveaway sign.
Cliff and Manisha are doing great so far, but it's only halfway. That's the end of the parents' run, and it's swap time. A chance for the kids to find out how distracting a bad passenger can be. It's a clown! I'm a little bit scared of clowns. I think if a clown jumped in my car, I'd jump out.
Wait, put your seatbelt on.
Do you want to get out of this car?
Good stuff, Reese. Now the rookies have to steer through the barrels with melons balanced on top. But remember, this is a test of observation, so they must pay attention to the road signs. And remember, they need to get at least 7 to pass. Here's Molly, and it'll be interesting to see how she deals with the clown, as usually it's her that's doing the distracting.
Happy, go there, but you wouldn't have it.
This could be a real learning curve for her.
Molly, just ignore the clown, darling.
I can't ignore the blooming clowns.
Jono's concentrating on his driving, but I'm not sure he's looking out for those signs at all. Reese doesn't seem to be concentrating on anything. He won't fail for those knockdowns, but he will if he doesn't pay attention to those signs. The purple seem to be doing okay. Hang on, what's that clown doing?
Okay,
Stop it, please.
steer towards me.
Don't burst the balloon. Be a good clown. She might ask you to leave the car.
Manisha and Cliff aren't taking any messing today, and let's hope that gives them more time to concentrate. They're just driving past the elderly people crossing sign. Let's hope they've spotted it. Next, our teams have to drive around the barriers. 2 more signs there, but hopefully they'll know they're not real. Dolphins and pelicans. And my dummy's not giving them any chance to concentrate.
Close to me.
So, you think it's blooming funny? 'Cause I certainly don't.
Molly, ignore the clown.
He's putting something in my face.
I know, but just ignore the clown.
Ignore the clown? Good advice, Andy. It's definitely better than what Sarah's suggesting.
Ignore the signs. Just totally ignore the signs.
Ignore the signs? Sarah's reckless bad habits getting the better of her there. Cliff has some better advice for Manisha.
Stop the car and ask him to leave.
You have to be quiet now. Do you want to come out the car? Yeah, but I don't want to see your chicken.
The purple's really shown improvement in this challenge. But over in the blue car, Jono's struggling. The blues have passed all 3 super skills so far, with Jono carrying his nervy mum for most of them. Technically, he's the strongest rookie, but today's test is all about observation and distraction, and Jono's having a real problem for the first time. It's time for the final pickup. The teams get rid of the clan, but are joined by our rebellious rocker.
They've had the football supporter, they've had the clown, now it's the rock star.
The rock star is about probably the noisiest of the lot.
First, our teams have to reverse out of the pickup bay and avoid the drinks table. Reese just manages to keep his cool with his reversing, but I don't know how with all that racket. Has he seen that parking sign? Now Molly. Oh dear, that's an angry face.
I'm starting to get really annoyed.
What's that road rage, Moles? Manisha now, she hates reversing, but she seems to be keeping her cool. That noise is so distracting.
Stop.
Wow, Manisha, great stuff. So far, the Purples are the only team to have managed to have controlled my dummy's distractions. But if they're going to win their first pass, they'll need to remember 7 signs, and they've just passed 2. Here's Jono, and for the first time, we've seen him drive more like his mum Michelle as he nervously reverses out.
That's it, steer round.
That loud distraction is really affecting him.
That's it, go for it. Well done.
Passing a parking sign. Has he seen it?
So Sandra, does having your radio on full blast have the same effect?
Oh, it does indeed, and you can't lose concentration. You know, if you lose concentration for one moment, it can end in absolute tragedy.
It's the final stretch for the teams, and this one has been really tough. But have any of them made it?
No motorcycles.
That's the course completed, and it's time for Sandra to test our teams. They need to remember 7 real road signs to pass. There were a few cheeky fakes along the way that won't score points. So, how many did they spot?
Give way, parking.
Elderly people, no stopping.
No overtaking.
No buses.
One-way traffic only.
Yeah, left turn. No stopping. No overtaking.
Ice.
Yeah, ice.
SOS phone.
No motorbike. One way.
Ice, stop.
Give way to oncoming traffic.
Ice warning. There was an attention warning.
Ducks crossing.
They seem to have remembered a lot, but did they remember at least 7 to pass? It's time for Sandra's verdict.
OK, Sandra, how did they get on?
Congratulations, you got 9 without the non-stopping. Well done, well done.
So that's a 9. The Oranges overcome their frustration to score 2 more than the pass mark.
Molly, Andy, well, how did it feel like with all that noise and that distraction going on?
Well done, you've done really, really well. Congratulations.
And maybe Molly will never be quite so distracting again for you, Andy.
Hopefully. Bit of luck.
Well done, Orange team. That's your 2nd pass out of 4.
The real winner here is Molly learned the fact that distractions in the back do cause Dad to drive really bad.
And it just shows you that what you do can easily distract what the driver's doing.
Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, congratulations.
Green score 11. Not bad considering Sarah told Reese to ignore the signs.
What about the distractions?
Annoying. Fantastic.
Well, I was so impressed with your concentration levels and the way you managed that challenge. So, as far as I'm concerned, well done the pair of you.
Well done, team. You're getting better and better.
Thank you.
It's another pass for the Greens, but what have they learned?
I'm quite surprised that we passed because Mum's not really good with signs.
I think the challenge has made me more aware of what a large distraction other people can be in the car.
Can the Blues keep up their perfect pass record?
I was a little bit concerned because we didn't hear you talking about the road signs, so I don't know if you was paying as much attention as you should have been. The passengers were in the back to distract you, to take it away from from looking at the road sign. So unfortunately, Sandra...
Well, I'm sorry to say that you haven't passed. It's a failure. You've only identified 4 of the real road signs.
Blues with a miserable 4.
Unlucky, guys. You might have lost your unbeaten record, but, you know, keep your chins up. There's a lot to play for still. Well done. Well done, Jono.
Thank you.
A first failure for a very distracted team.
A bit upset because we've just ruined our 100% passes, but...
It was just disastrous, and it was just a horrible feeling to feel up 1 minute and then we were completely down the next minute. It's been quite hard to recover from it.
This is life. You can't pass everything, so, you know, we're going to look up and pass the next one.
The purple team are desperate for their first pass, but have they done enough? They need at least 7.
Okay, Sandra, how do they do?
13 traffic.
We did it.
Congratulations.
We did it. No forfeit. No forfeit.
That is amazing.
Yeah, the purple smashed it with 13.
You know, you've done everything perfectly. You asked the crash test dummy to leave when he was a bit rowdy in the back of the car. I mean, Sandra, could you have asked for anything more?
Fantastic. You weren't going to take the distraction, not from him, not from anybody.
No.
You even kept the rock drummer fairly quiet and the clown.
Yeah.
And you noticed the seat belts. I was really impressed. That was a stunning round. A purple patch for the purple team.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
First pass and almost a perfect run. They must be feeling good.
Yeah, we done it, enemies. We done it. Come on. Come on.
So, shall we get down to business?
Yeah.
Shall we hand out these awards?
Yeah.
OK. First of all, I'd like to give Molly and Andy the award for today. Well done, guys. Then I'd like to give Reese and Sarah the awards for today. Well done to you guys too. Now we're over to you lot. It gives me great pleasure to get your ball moving is your award. Congratulations, guys. Come on, let's give them a round of applause. As you know, with every winner, there's a loser, and with every loser, there's a forfeit. And with every forfeit, there's a dirty car to tidy up. So, here are your toothbrushes of doom. Go and tidy up the car.
Let's go.
While they clear out that mucky straw from my motor, here's what's coming up on our speedy show next time. It's pedal to the metal as our rookies experience how dangerous speed can be. Mr. C rolls into action as he gets snared by another dangerous distraction. Our teams better beware of those speed checkers in a Fast and Furious Super Skills Challenge. Don't you dare miss it. It looks like our teams have got a lot of hard work to do before they face the ultimate driving test at the end of the series. Can they do it? Find out next time on Driving Academy. Until then, stay safe.
Right, go on, let's get the car clean then.
Sorry. Too long at the speed we do things.
Just with the rattle.
Starting to get really annoyed.